Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that. Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for stopping by once again as we sample some more great tasting American craft beers with Dr. Dave. Fantastic, baby. Now for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today. Oh, I got this beer quite a while back at Aldi. And you know what? A lot of my beers that I'm going to be reviewing now are a little bit aged because I haven't done any beer reviews for so long. But yeah, be that as it may, this is from the state of Brewing. They're located in Waunakee, Wisconsin, and this is their Hoppy Lager. Checks in at 4.5% alcohol by volume, and the date stamp on the bottom indicates that we should have consumed it about 60 days ago. It's okay though, because this is a lager and it has been refrigerated the entire time I've had it, and it should be just fine. It may not be as hoppy as it once was or supposed to be. Open that very carefully there. Yeah. Especially, you know what? Let me get my little serving bowl over here because what I do is I keep my little bowl over here with my stir stick, and I usually put the can in there just in case there's any overflow, I like to call it. Yeah. Well, let's use this lovely glassware right here. This is a traditional Pilsner glass that you'll see in the old style bars if you still have one where you live. Yeah, these are the old style Pilsner glasses. They're beautiful, called flute glasses. Flute. Now that did pour out quite nicely, and it made a bit of foam on it. Um, yeah, you know what? This type of a beer, this style beer, is not going to go bad unless you let it sit around a couple of years, or if it's not refrigerated, or if it's in extreme heat. That's what's going to kill the beer. Heat and light are the two destroyers of beer. So if you can keep it in the refrigerator and away from light, which that's in a can, it should be just fine. Now this pours out about a medium golden color. It looks a little bit hazy to me. I don't know. It could be the sunlight coming through here. It built up a little bit of foam and it's dissipating. Let's see what kind of aroma we can pick up on it. Not a whole lot in the aroma. Not a whole lot. Now let's go ahead and drink the beer, and we're going to thank the brewers there at the what was it? At the Waunakee, but what was the name of the state of brewing? The state of brewing. I couldn't remember. Yeah, cheers to them and cheers to you at home. You know what? That's just a regular old lager. See, the hops over time dissipate. That's what happens. They just lose their potency, and this is just an everyday lager. There's nothing wrong with the beer. You just stop picking up a whole lot of anything, and it's my fault. It's my fault that it sat in there. But like I said, I haven't been drinking beer for a very long time, so it is what it is. But it's a very light-bodied beer. You get a little bit of hop, or not hops, but I'm sorry. You get some malts in there. This is more malt than anything else, and that's what happens to a beer over time. The hops diminish, and all you have left is the malt and the grain, and that's what happened on this beer. There's nothing to talk about in here. It's a little bit grainy, got a little bit of malt in here, and that's about it. I mean, the finish is a little bit bitter, but I'm talking about a little bit. It's not a hot bite on here. I'm sure when this beer was fresh, it was super. Now I'll look for this beer next year when they release it, and I'll have it right away, and I'll probably have some really good things to say about it. It is what it is, though. It's just a regular, nondescript lager. Um, if you were to blindfold someone and put this at the bar, they'd probably say that it's a macro lager, or you know what I mean? Yeah, it's one of the big three. So, with that said, my friends, I'm going to run out of here. I'll finish that beer. It's really not anything to write home about, though. The Hoppy Lager from the state of Brewing in Waunakee, Wisconsin. If you can find it fresh, or if you've had it fresh, let me know what you think about it. And yeah, I'm betting it was a really good beer at one time, though. I'm betting it was really a kick-ass beer. All right, my friends, life is short. Let's be happy. And on that note, until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. As always, cheers. Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure. But the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast. And if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less. And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, Best Damn Beer Shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy 6 beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me, what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now, I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and you know, I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says cheers to that.